Okay, welcome back to Brush as we're getting ready for the duel. As I'm gonna have to dig out my clock. I'm gonna have to get a watch again this year, so it's only 5:32, so we're doing good. As we'll be kicking off here momentarily. Coach Ritchie from Wiggins, or the referee will be Mr. Ritchie from Wiggins, and got LaJunta here in their orange and black. That's kind of Jason Holdren's favorite color from Wiggins Tigers. And here comes the Beat Diggers as they make their way around and jogging through the cheerleaders and onto the mat and running in a circle. They've been warming up hard in the wrestling room. About 99 degrees in there, I think, or 102. But we'll be ready for the lineups here in a moment.
All right, welcome to tonight's contest. Brush versus LaJunta in this duel. Tonight, would you please stand and remove your caps and join me?
So we're going to do
the
Pledge of Allegiance. So let's take another 30-second timeout on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Okay, welcome back to Brush. We're going to kick it off here with our JV match between Ricky Mendez of Brush against Tyler Springer of LaJunta. And we're underway. That's at 138 pounders. And Mendez right in on a single leg. He circles around, kind of hooks the leg, and then goes to double leg and gets caught in the under position. Big sprawl by Springer from LaJunta. As Mendez gets caught in that front headlock. Gets around behind. Nice job, but he's going to let Springer slip away. Now that's a takedown for Springer, so started off with 2 points for Mendez. And escape for Springer and a takedown. Now the LaJunta wrestlers away in the lead. 3-2. Hi, Jason.
How you doing, Rob?
Good. Starting off with a quick one. Quick stand up there by Mendez. Trying to peel away and walk. Does a little arm drag, but tight waist by Springer brings him back down. And Mendez trying to work the wrist, but gets broken down right at the edge. Trying to fight off a half Nelson by Springer. And they go around and around and right at the edge. Mendez trying to stand up. And he hooks a head, gets caught in the front headlock. Well, that's a half Nelson, I guess, and gets dumped back down to the tight waist. And Mendez trying to reach back high over to hook up the head. But he's still on the bottom position, 39 seconds and counting. The first period, Mendez trying to hit back into him, pops out, and gets the reversal, and does a little backward somersault. Somehow maintains control. It's out to the side, driving a half Nelson. Picking up back points is Mendez as we get the reversal, and now back points. 15 seconds to go here in the first period as Mendez going for the pin. He looks pretty flat from here. And there's the pin for Ricky Mendez. How about that?
Got that pin in a minute 53.
1:53. Going back and forth there. But Mendez looks pretty good. We got what is there, 738 pounders in the room?
Quite a few of them.
Thomas Metler will be up next against Tyler Springer.
We're going to do a 145-pound match, Rob, because Tyler Springer is going to wrestle again after the duel against Thomas. So.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that.
Isaac Morales at 145 pounds against Dakota Craney, it looks like.
Yeah, I guess that's how you say that, Dakota. D-A-C-O-D-A.
Tie up, a little Prescott by Isaac Morales, spins behind and gets a takedown right off the whistle. Morales with wrist control, roll through tilt, doesn't get it, comes back to his base, still has that. Now he's looking for a reinforced arm bar. Now he's got the tilt again.
He's got it locked up tight, not quite sure what to do with it. right here at Matt's side.
And Isaac, yeah, he doesn't know what to do with that arm quite. Keeps rolling through with the tilt. Looking over at the coach for some assistance.
He's cranking that hammerlock back there.
Still has the hammerlock, trying to bust Craney. Craney stands up. Morales drops down to a single leg, switches to a double, and dumps him. Cross face by Isaac Morales. Craney works his way back up to his base. Another tilt attempt by Morales. There he's picking up some back points. Morales comes back around. Going to pick up 2 near fall points. Still got the hold though, so those 2 points aren't given to him yet. Now those 2 points are given to Isaac Morales, so he ends up with a takedown and 2 near fall points, and he leads this match starting the second period 4-0. Isaac Morales chooses down here to start the second period. Craney sets from the left side. Quick stand up by Morales, peeling the wrist, gets pulled back down. Oh, there was a
couple of locked
hands, but Morales stands right back up. He's going to get the escape, go up 5-0. Morales in on a double leg. Now he's in between, dumps Craney down, gets 2-point takedown. Comes around behind now trying to bust Craney down. Got a 2-on-1 again. So he's trying to set that tilt up again. Getting the arm in deep. Craney rolls through the tilt. Isaac Morales now looking for an arm bar, trying to get a wrist over there. And we're going to get it potentially dangerous. So the ref stops it. Craney makes his way back to the middle. Morales up in this match 7-0 with about a minute left in the second period. Isaac Morales tries to bust Craney. Craney stands up, turns around, and gets the escape. 7-1 now the score. Another press got by Isaac Morales. Picks up another takedown. Craney stands up. Morales dumps him right back down. Another tilt attempt by Morales. He needs to post that up, and now he's picking up some back points. Looks like he's going to pick up 3 out of that. Still has Craney over on his back. Isaac Morales has that arm bar again. Still doesn't have the 3 near fall points because he has that tilt locked up still. Now he's running ahead and has a reinforced wrist. That's pretty tough to get out of. Craney fighting it. He gets his wrist free, and there's the pin right before the whistle.
4 minutes, I guess we're going to say that. 3 minutes, 59 and a half seconds. Huh?
Yep.
Okay.
So those are our 2 JV matches. We'll introduce our starting lineups. And
start at 170 pounds.
Yeah, the Beat Digger starting lineups brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Proud to be Northeast Colorado's locally owned hometown savings and loans. With locations in Fort Morgan, Sterling, and Brush. They're available 24/7 for your banking needs. That's Equitable Savings. Okay, we go to the 106 pounders. Caleb Cox takes on Adam Nolte.
Colin Cole.
And we jump to 113. Colin Cole against Brandon Camacho.
And from Brush, Oswaldo Nunez.
At 120, Oswaldo Nunez will receive a forfeit.
From Lahana, Tommy Torres.
At 126, Wyatt Holdren goes against Tommy Torres. At 132, Wyatt Fowl takes on Lance Shoulderblade.
And from Brush, Wyatt Fowl.
And at 138, Jade Queen takes on Juan Garcia.
At 138 pounds from Lahana, Juan Garcia. And from Brush, Jade Queen.
And at 145, Jaron Peterson goes against Darren Bledson.
At 145 pounds from Lahana, Deron Bledson. And from Brush, Jaron Peterson.
And at 152, Arnaldo Baby Garcia takes on Daniel Mincy.
And from Brush, Arnaldo Maltos Garcia.
And at 160, beat Dax Bender of Lahana, picking up a forfeit win over the Beat Diggers. No Beat Digger at 160. As well, at 170, Joseph Martinez of Lahana will get a
at
forfeit
182
win.
pounds from Lahana, Will Tyler. And from Brush, Toby McDonald.
182, Toby McDonald against Will Tyler from Lahana.
220 pounds. Lahana will have a forfeit. And from Brush, Rick Tan.
And at 195, Brush, Daniel Arbaca will get a forfeit win. And Riggs Tan will also receive a forfeit at 220.
Andrew Guzman.
And at heavyweight, we'll have Andrew Guzman taking on Stephen Mays. So it's our lineup. We're going to kick it off at 170, so that'll be a forfeit match.
195 pounds. Lahana will have a forfeit. And from Brush, Daniel Abarca.
So our first match will feature Andrew Guzman, or excuse me, Toby McDonald going against Will Tyler at 182. And then don't forget, tomorrow evening we'll kick off at 6:30 here on 1010 KSIR and KSR.com as the Beat Diggers will take on the Sterling Tigers. So Tigers 2 nights in a row. As the referee checks in, we got the coin flip over. 106, Caleb Cox ranked number 7, Adam Nolte number 3. Then we jump to 113, Brandon Camacho ranked number 7. He'll take on Colin Cole. And up at 132, Wyatt Fowl ranked number 3. He'll take on Lance Shoulderblade, ranked number 9. At 145, it'll be
Nino Castrione. And from Brush, Andrew Guzman.
Okay, I guess you're changing up on us here. It'll be Lino Castrione from Lahana instead of Stephen Mays. Lino Castrione. Oh boy, I can butcher that one up, Jason. Okay. And at 145, we'll have Jaron Peterson, not ranked, going against Darren Bledson, ranked number 7. His first victory goes to Joseph Martinez from LaJunta by the forfeit. And Toby McDonald's going to step out against Will Tyler.
Number 2 ranked.
Let's see, I must have missed that one.
Yeah, they got him at number 2.
Oh, wow. I didn't look
right,
high enough.
right behind Dalton Robertson from Weld Central.
Wow.
And Tyler has Toby down, running an arm bar and a wrist already on Toby. Toby gets flopped over to his back.
Toby looks tiny out there.
Yeah, Tyler settles in on Toby. Toby's trying to fight that off, and Toby's going to get around back to his base. Not before Tyler picks up 3 near fall points and leads the match 5-0. Now putting a deep half on Toby McDonald, driving it over Toby McDonald laying on his back again, and there's the pin for Will Tyler in 46 seconds.
Wow.
So LaJunta picks up another 6 points.
So Beat Diggers will be able to tie it up after they go up 12-0 with 2 forfeits. Daniel Arbarco will pick up 6 points for the Diggers at 195. Waiting for him to make his way out there. He's not quite ready yet. Gonna get a forfeit here. Get your gear on. Got to be ready to wrestle though, because you don't want to lose a team point for not being ready. Then Riggs Tan will pick up a forfeit at 220.
Riggs 10 makes his way out, picks up his forfeit win. We're tied up at 12 in this duel.
12-12. If I could write it in the right spot here, it'd look better.
There's going to be 2 more forfeits in the duel. One at 120 going Brush's way, and one at 160 going LaJunta's way.
Okay, Andrew Guzman gets set to go as he takes on Lino Castrillon. Yeah, they're underway. It looks like we're giving up about 60 pounds there.
Quite a bit, huh?
Yeah. Tigers in the black singlet with some orange and silver and kind of striped things on the side. LJ on the front, Tigers on the back. So you go forehead to forehead. Like about 3 trips around the circle. They're still circling. A couple of snap downs by Castrillon. Now he's trying to work in there. Now we go into kind of a standing headlock, but Guzman backs away from that. A little hand fighting right under the mat light tonight. And they'll break apart. Go back forehead to forehead. There's a shot by Andrew. Traylon down on his knees, but can't improve on that. They'll get back to their feet and go forehead to forehead again. Hard snap down attempt by Castrillon, but that didn't work. We're inside of 45 seconds to go here in the first period. Guzman feinted a shot. And now they turn the lights off. We got the real bright mat light now as they turn the lights off behind us. Still no scores. We're down to 30 seconds from counting. Kind of a little scramble there. Just leaning on each other, working on each other. Castrillon, we're going to get a double stall. There's a headlock by Guzman. Just as they get a double stall warning. Now there's a shot, double leg shot. Guzman puts him to his back. He's chest to chest, and there's a pin. Andrew Guzman just tackled him, put him down. Got tired of that hand fighting. That was a nice double leg tackle by Guzman. Gets the takedown and the pin, and that comes at 1:55 of the match. So Beat Diggers take the lead now, 18-12 over LaJunta.
This next match at 106 pounds could be the match of the night.
Yeah,
Caleb Cox ranked 7th by Tim Yount, and Adam Nolte ranked 3.
Boy, Nolte's tall, isn't he?
Nolte's about a foot taller than Caleb out there.
Well, Caleb's used to that.
Oh, yeah. And right away, Caleb Cox in on a single leg. Nolte in on a deep switch. Caleb now in between. Has Nolte trying to tip him over. Caleb picks him up. Caleb Cox still lifting him up. Nolte underneath. Caleb now down on a hip. Nolte trying to put a cradle in on Caleb. Caleb somehow got caught underneath. No points given yet.
Nolte can't quite lock up the cradle, it looks like.
Caleb fighting hands there, and they're going to call a stalemate.
Yeah, Caleb caught that wrist on the way by. Fought that off.
Nolte in on a single leg now. A re-shot by Caleb Cox. He's caught in underneath again. It's like Nolte trying to put a cradle on over the top. Caleb Cox trying to dig through the middle of Nolte. Has Nolte lifted up again. Now he's trying to come out the back door, but Nolte has a hold of Caleb Cox's arm. Caleb trying to get some leverage on that arm to break it. Boy, he's got some length on Caleb, and he's using it good. Now Caleb reaching through, grabs a wrist. Now comes around behind, and Caleb Cox going to pick up the first takedown. Has Nolte busted down well, just about busted down. Nolte now hits a switch, comes around behind Caleb Cox, and he's going to get the reversal on him.
Short time here, first period.
And we go to the second period, tied up 2-2, and that was quite the first period.
That was good. Looks like Leonard's choice.
Never could tell who was in control. Caleb Cox's choice. He chooses down here in the second period. Quick stand up by Cox, and Nolte reaches down, grabs an ankle, pulls Caleb Cox down. Caleb up to his base, crawling forward. A lot of pressure on Cox. Nolte trying to use a head lever on Cox. Now Cox comes up to his knees. Half attempt by Nolte. Caleb tries to hip him over. Nolte sure has the leverage advantage, doesn't he?
Oh, he's way taller.
Cox moves back up to his base, and they'll be out of bounds. Still 2-2, minute 15 left in the second period. Caleb's set. Caleb sets. Nolte on from the left side. Stand up again by Cox. Nolte's trying to shove him out of bounds, and Cox drops down before he gets out of bounds. Now Nolte flattens Caleb out. There's a one-on-one on both wrists. Caleb trying to bust those. Now he gets one hand free. But Nolte putting a lot of head and shoulder pressure on Caleb, and he can't make his way up to his base. Flattened out on his belly. Got another. We're going to get stalling green.
I don't know about that one. Guys stand parallel on top. I was trying to do something, but
not quite sure. If I can't see the lines, I was wondering if he's got them wrong. Oh, switch attempt by Caleb Cox, and he gets pulled right back down to his belly. Nolte trying to put a leg in.
he stayed totally parallel the whole match when he's been on top.
Yeah, now he gets out to the side trying to run just a wrist. Caleb just trying to free his hands back up. Yeah, LaJunta's green. So he did give the stalling to the LaJunta wrestler.
Oh, okay. He may be confused. I'm confused.
Nolte takes the bottom here in the third period. Caleb Cox trying to bust Nolte down. Gets a wrist. Trying to put some pressure on Nolte. Nolte's quite a bit bigger. And a spiral right by Caleb. Nolte trying to stand up. Brings his knee up to his head. But Caleb couldn't get around to put a cradle on there. Caleb now ties up a wrist from the top side, trying to bust Nolte down. Nolte's got a lot of leverage. Caleb gets out to the side with that hip and a wrist, trying to drive Nolte over. Nolte just sitting on a hip, sprawled out there.
Oh, now he's changed his mind. He's calling.
Yeah, going to give Caleb a stalling call. 2-2 with 1:06 left in the match. Switch by Nolte right away. Caleb trying to load up a tilt, it looked like, but Nolte gets his wrist back. Caleb grabs Nolte's wrist from the other side. Nolte just sitting on his base. There Caleb's got a 2-on-1. Let's see if he tries to use something with it. No, gets Nolte busts that again. Nolte tripods up. Caleb trying to pull him back down. A sit-out attempt by Nolte. Cox follows him around. .20 seconds left in the match. Nolte stands up, turns into Cox. Cox trying to bury his head in there as Nolte's trying to put a crossface on him. Trying to do a cradle over the top. And we're going to run out of time. Nolte just about put Cox on his back. We're tied up 2-2 going into overtime.
Trying to pull that cradle in, and then he's flat on his back, and I think the referee was about to call a takedown, but he might have had to call a pin at the same time.
Oh, and Nolte just slapped that cradle on from over the top with those long arms.
So 2-2 in the overtime.
2-2 overtime, 1 minute overtime period. If anyone gets a takedown here, it's over. Otherwise, we go into extra periods. Both wrestlers quiet away from each other. Nobody looking like they want to shoot. Now, shot by Caleb, then a reshot by Nolte. They tie up ear to ear. Head. Oh, sprawl by Caleb as Nolte's in on a short fireman carry, trying to grab a leg of Caleb. Caleb hooks an ankle. Now he's over on his hip. Caleb trying to spladle Nolte. Nolte coming around. Oh! And Nolte's going to pop his head out and get the takedown and beat Caleb Cox 4-2.
Oh, man. Okay, how about that? Let's take 30 seconds. We'll be back with more on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Welcome back. Colin Cole steps out at 113, taking on number 7 ranked Brandon Camacho. Colin not ranked this year, but he's going here at 113. He's not a big 113 pounder either. Catches several head taps from Brandon Camacho. Colin shoots in there. Now calling in on a single leg. Picks it up. Camacho trying to fight it off. There's a nice double leg right at the edge. Now Colin lost the double leg and he'll go out of bounds. Nice scramble. Colin giving up about 1.5 foot out there too. Circle. Nasty head taps. Colin says, I'll give you one, and shoots in. Camacho backs away from it. Now Colin hooks up a single leg. Now a little arm drag. He's caught in the under position trying to reach for a leg. Now he's about to get stepped over there, but Colin's got a single leg. Kind of caught underneath. Camacho will go around in a big circle. Camacho in the over position. Colin caught underneath. Clock down to about 40 seconds and counting.
And we're going to get a stalemate, yeah.
So still no score. 38.4 seconds, and we'll restart. And we're back underway. Oh, nasty hits. Just a hand slap to the face by Camacho. A stalling warning on Camacho. There's Colin with a shot. Camacho a big sprawl. Tries to catch front headlock and spin around. Colin spins with him. They come up right at the edge. Colin in the under position. Camacho works out of bounds, and they'll have to restart with 5.8 seconds here in the first period. Camacho huffing pretty good there. And we're back underway. Camacho with a shot. And we'll go to the second period, no score. Be Colin's choice. He's going to defer.
Got a pretty good crowd here tonight.
Good Digger crowd. Lots of cheerleaders. A little more noise than we got up there at Estes Park.
Yeah.
Okay, Colin will work from the top. And a quick stand up. He's got the 2-on-1. Camacho runs out of bounds. They'll have to head back to the center. Colin comes in on the left. Well, no, he's going to go over to the right side. Now he'll work around to the left side. He's working right under the B on that 10-foot circle. Colin with a 2-on-1, and Camacho's going to peel away and get the escape. First point of the match here. 2 minutes and 20 seconds in. Camacho pretty good with the punches to the face. I'm surprised he's getting away with that many, just standing out there and punching the other guy in the forehead. Colin's going to punch him back. There's a circle. Camacho will keep that head taps going. I don't think he's shot yet. But
nope.
There's a lot of head tapping. Colin circles. There's another head tap by Camacho.
That's a little more than a tap.
Yeah, I think it's getting a little bit out
Colin's
of hand.
head pop every time.
Yeah, his hair comes, kind of bounces. There's a shot finally by Camacho. Good sprawl. Colin shoots in. Caught in the under position. And they get to the edge and they'll circle out of bounds. We're back underway inside of 30 seconds to go here. Second period. 1 point lead for Camacho. About 4 more of those head taps. Puts the palm of his hand right through the forehead of Colin. Bounce around and lots of head tapping. He did attempt one shot here in the first 4 minutes. Then we'll go to the third period. It's Colin's choice. Adjusts his knee pads and says, I'll take the down position. He's ready. Camacho moves in on the left side. And we're underway. Big tight waist by Camacho. Colin comes to his feet. Camacho with the 2-on-1. Unlocked hands. Well, he's standing on his feet. I guess he's all right there. Spin out of bounds and we'll restart. 8 seconds gone, third period. Colin taps the mat, stands up, tries to peel the wrist.
Locked hands under there.
Oh, nice switch by Colin. but they'll be out of bounds again.
Macho just shoving him out of bounds. We're going to be lucky to get we don't get a stall.
Camacho's wanting injury time. He's huffing and puffing hard. Oh, he's going to give the free escape. That'll tie it up. Camacho keeps up with the head taps. Same circle. Yeah. Colin tries to work inside of that. Camacho stays in the circle, but he's only made one shot. Colin's been underneath a couple, 3 times. Camacho tying up the wrists. Down a minute to go in the match. Say circle. It's more like a boxing match and nobody's punching this. Just tapping. Now they come to a little forehead to forehead tie up. Work out of that. Camacho, every time he comes forward, hits Colin in the forehead with his palm of his hand.
Could get a double stall here.
Camacho takes a look at the clock. Colin shoots in on him. Right towards the edge. There's Colin with a double leg shot right at the edge. Camacho sprawls away from it with a front headlock, and they'll be out of bounds. 16 seconds on the clock. We're back underway. Colin shoots in on a double leg, tries to spin around behind and pop him down, but they go out of bounds. Right into the Beat Bigger cheerleaders. 8 seconds on the clock. Colin with a double leg shot in there with it pretty deep. Lifts him up, drives him forward. Then Camacho stepped over it, but they'll be out of bounds. Camacho just about stepped over that double leg and put Colin on his back and squirted out of that.
Surprised we didn't see a stalling call there.
They set the clock at 1 minute. They'll go on their feet. Guys are frantically punching the buttons. There's the 1 minute. And set to go in overtime. Colin shoots in on a double leg. Camacho backing away. Colin shoots again, and they'll be out of bounds. Like I say, I don't know why we're not getting any stalling warnings. We'll have to restart. Colin shoots in on a double leg, picks it up, is caught in the under position. Camacho sprawling away. Camacho trying to work around. It goes one way, then the other. Trying to come around. He dumps Colin right to his back. Kind of pancaked him over, and that'll be the match. And they're going to give him how many points out of that?
2.
5? No. I'm saying 6-1 up there. I'm not quite sure. But that match goes the other way too. How about that? Let's take 30 seconds. We'll be back with more on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Welcome back. Jason Holden stepping away. His son Wyatt is set to go at 126. He's taking on Tommy Torres. I don't have any ages on the LaJunta wrestlers. But Wyatt pushes him out of bounds into the LaJunta bench, and we'll have to restart. Wyatt in the gold singlet. And Wyatt pushes into Torres. They work over to the far edge to change positions. Wyatt's on the edge. Drive into Torres, and they'll be out of bounds. Nice shot there by Wyatt Holden. They'll have to restart, though. 20 seconds going in the first period. There's Wyatt shoots in on a single leg. Big sprawl by Torres. Now he's got cross face in there. Wyatt tries to hook a knee, but Torres steps over doesn't have any control. And now he whips Holden over. But Holden trying to fight off his back here as he's got a headlock on him. White gets back to his base. And now he's trying to base up and get out of that mess. We'll give Torres a 2-point takedown. Down to minute 5 and counting. Torres now. Nice hard switch by Holden. He tried to set out. Now Torres throws in a grapevine. Double grapevine, but he's pretty high with it. Hooks the head and dumps Holden back down. Gets a little better riding position with that double grapevine. He said, look away from us. Torres working it. Double grapevine. He's a little high, but always trying to hook up a cradle. Looks like he's got it hooked up, but Wyatt's got a wrist and he rolls over. But 25 seconds counting. There's Tommy Torres from LaJunta with the cradle, and Holden breaks that cradle free. And now he's trying to bunch up here and pop out of there. He does a little roll, got a Granby roll set up. He puts Torres over on his hip, and he's picking up back points as Torres is going to try to kick out of this thing. And no, that wasn't a reversal. Come on, referee. That can't be called a reversal. Going to give Holden the 2-point reversal, 2-point near fall, and then he said a reversal to Torres, but that couldn't be because he didn't even have, not even close to control. I'll bring Coach Quinlan over to the scorer's table. Get an explanation here. Maybe he's signaling the first reversal. I'm not sure. But he's trying to explain it to Coach Quinlan. Saying 4-2 on a scoreboard. Holden working from the left side. It's a deep, tight waist in there on Torres. They'll work back, grab an ankle, and try to bust Torres forward. Hit hard. Now Holden locks up a 2-on-1. Torres trying to spin out of that. Holden follows him around. Torres has hooked up a knee, and then Holden's got a knee, pops him down, and they'll go out of bounds. Get a caution here on Torres. A little confusing because they're giving LaJunta the green, which is usually home. But now Holden will grab an ankle, bust him forward as he gets started. Now elbow to the back of the head. And Torres kind of putting his head in the hole. Trying to find a hole in there. There's a little somersault attempt, but Holden trying to see what he's got. Torres hooks up a knee. Holden with a half Nelson trying to crank him underneath with it. Kind of pickle there, but I'm not sure who's getting who. Now Holden's got that half Nelson sunk in there, got it powered up. Can't quite get any shoulder exposure. But, this is saying the shoulders are parallel, but Torres is in a pickle there. Right arm stretched out high. Holden trying to get the shoulder exposure. As Torres is figure forward, or put a scissor on the legs of Holden. Holden's got that half Nelson. Now Torres pops out the backside. It's cross faces. Holden trying to build a base and block those legs coming in. Torres trying to throw a leg in. Holden does a Peterson roll, sets him over again. Torres trying to fight it off with a grapevine. But Holden about popped out of there and setting her on a hip. But Holden couldn't quite get that Peterson roll to work. So Holden will be down, according to the scoreboard, 6-2. But I don't know how we got 6-2 for Holdren, because he had back points and reversal there in that first period. But they're saying Torres is up 6-2. Torres will move in on the right side. Holdren trying to stand up, peel the wrists. And Torres brings him back down. Busts him forward. And works over towards the LaJunta edge of the mat. Holdren gets him bucked over the top. We get locked hands on Torres. And Holdren trying to pop out the backside. And that'll give one penalty point to Wyatt Holdren. Going to start third period, and he's down by 3. And the LaJunta coach says, let him loose, give him the free escape. That'll make it 6-4. They'll go on their feet. And Wyatt circles. Nice shot by Wyatt. Torres sprawls. He'll come back kind of forehead to forehead. A little underhook. Torres hanging on the head, and Holdren's going to drive him out of bounds. Land in and hit the scorer's table. Torres is huffing and puffing, and he's wanting a little blood time there, as he's running out of air here in this higher altitude, I guess, here at the Digger Dome. Just tuned in. It's 24-18 for LaJunta. As they're talking of scoring over now, going clear back to the first period, I think. Okay. A little cotton in Torres' nose. He's set to go. Holdren down 6-4. He's holding in on a single leg. Gets in with it deep. Lifts Torres up. Dumps him over the top. Sets him down. Trying to work up the body. There's a takedown to tie it up. Holdren trying to work up the body. Torres hooked the ankle underneath. And he's cranking on the ankle and the knee. The referee needs to watch that. Holdren gets his cross face in there. He's tied it up. 48 seconds left. They work to the edge. Holdren trying to walk an arm bar. Now he's got, not sure what he's got there. 1-on-1, 2-on-1, and a half Nelson. They'll go out of bounds. 38 seconds left. Tied up 6-6. Wyatt gets set on the left side here. Grab an ankle, plus Torres forward. And now he's trying to stack him up. Torres trying to set up a Peterson roll. As he's got an ankle. Holdren got a little bit high. He's down around the ankles. Torres trying to pop out the back side. Now Holdren dumps him over. And now Torres is going to sneak out the backside and throw a half Nelson. 8 seconds left. And Holdren stretched out there. That half Nelson, that shoulder's way out of line. And Torres gets a little high, but we're going to run out of time. Oh, man. Wyatt's going to lose this one 8-6, but he keeps wrestling that way, folks. He's going to be fun to watch, because that was a great match by Wyatt Holdren. That was the most exciting match of the night. We've had a couple good ones before this. So it's oh, wow, guys. And we go to Wyatt Fowl next at 132 pounds. As they get set out there, let's just go to the next match. Catch our breath. Wyatt Fowl is taking on number 9 ranked Lance Shoulderblade, and Shoulderblade right out with a double leg tackle on Fowl, and there's the takedown for Shoulderblade from LaJunta, and Shoulderblade works to the edge and they go out of bounds. How's your heart rate, Jason?
That was something, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was a great match. I really enjoyed that. Wyatt keeps improving like that. He's going to be varsity for a long time. Looks like Foul's got a little blood time coming here. See where we're at with it. Well, Foul's about time I reach for a commercial. Foul pops up. Foul ranked number 3 in the state, and shoulder blade number 9. Foul gets set. Shoulder blade in on the left side. Foul only a freshman. And his shoulder blade is going to turn him loose. And so they'll make it 2-1. Shoulder blade in that black single, some orange and silver. Get back under the mat light. Foul down to a knee. Pulling on the one arm, shoulder blade back and away. Shoulder blade backs clear over the edge and out of bounds. Almost running backwards there. Yeah, we're back underway. Foul tries to tie up. Shoulder blade backing up again. Work right at the edge of the circle. Yeah. Shoulder blade backing away again. There's shoulder blade, a long range double leg tackle. Foul had a single or a whizzer in there. No control. They go out of bounds. We're going to call it a takedown now. 52 seconds left here in the first period. Shoulder blade's about a foot taller than Foul, and Foul's long and skinny. So they're back underway, and there's a little arm roll attempt by Foul. Shoulder blade just kind of pinched that arm, that rookie roll or whatever you call it, but now shoulder blade gets back with a little rooster tail ride. Now shoulder blade's going to let Foul go again. 28 seconds. Foul on one knee and hands out right on the B. Shoulder blade circles. Foul staying low. His shoulder blade just bounced around on his toes. Give a couple of head taps to Foul. Foul staying down low, not exposing those legs. Shoulder blade did 2 nice tackles. And we'll go to the second period. Foul down 4-2. Foul wants top. Shoulder blade choice. He deferred. Foul will move in on the right side. Chop the near arm. Put shoulder blade over on his hip. Then Foul gets grapevine in on the left side. He's got a double arm bar almost locked up there. He's going to take advantage of it, lock it up, and try to step out and work that double arm bar. Now he's going to put a half Nelson with his leg in there. Hook the head with his toe and try to get shoulder blade over. But now over he goes with that double arm bar, and there's almost a pin for a half a second. Wyatt trying to stretch him out there. He's got that double arm bar locked up. Now he'll go to half off that double arm bar, get chest to chest with the stretcher, stretching shoulder blade out. And Foul scrunching down, and shoulder blade will get the far shoulder up. This one's down, and there's the pin. 102 pin for, excuse me, 302 pin for Wyatt Foul. Wow. Wyatt knew what he was doing, taking the top there, Jason.
Yeah, he did that quite a bit this weekend at Fort Collins.
Yeah, what's the team score? We're guests, right?
30-21.
And we're 21?
No, we're 30.
Oh, we're 30.
Yep.
We're home on the one deal, and okay, I'm confused.
4 freshmen in a row for Brush.
Okay, Jade Queen's out there. Is he a freshman also?
Yep.
He's trying to fight off a double leg tackle here by Juan Garcia.
Garcia in on a single leg. Now Jade hooks up a cradle over the top. Garcia still has that single leg in tight. Now Garcia breaks the cradle. Jade trying to hook that cradle back up again.
I think he might have it. Goes up on that.
Now Jade with the cross face. Garcia still in there. Oh, Jade gets dumped over to his hip. Garcia grabs an arm. Garcia trying to come out the back door, and he's going to get the takedown. Spiral ride. Oh, Granby roll attempt by Jade. Jade comes back up to his base. Spiral ride again by Garcia. Garcia out there. Oh, another Granby by Jade, and he gets put to his back for a second, gets an arm caught. I don't think we got any near fall points there. Now we're getting some near fall points. Garcia has Jade Queen on his back. Queen fighting out there. Queen fighting off his back. Garcia has a deep half in on Queen though. Queen trying to hip out of it. Queen's just about out, about to come out on top. And we're going to get 3 near fall for Garcia. Jade Queen comes out on top. We're going to go to the second period with Jade Queen down in this match 5-2.
They did a great job of fighting out of there. She was in a pickle. A lot of guys have been pinned if they'd been in that much trouble.
Garcia's choice, he chooses neutral.
Let's see, starting some injury time. Or is that a little blood time? Referee's pointing at the match, so I think we got a little blood there. Been a great duel so far. State Farm Insurance, when you're looking for someone to walk you through the insurance world, stop by the office of Greg Mullen in Brush. They have home, auto, life, health. State Farm Insurance is here for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call at 842-4555.
Back underway here in the second period. Wrestlers in the neutral position. Garcia got the first takedown. Jade in on a good double leg, lifting Garcia up, and Garcia sprawls away. Don't know what that was, but Jade ended up, they were like in a double wizard position, and Jade ended up popping his arm out. He's going to get the takedown.
How to tie it up? Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Jade with a cross face trying to pick up the ankle. Garcia trying to grab a single leg. Jade going to settle back in behind now. Jade Queen now with a double. Well, has one wrist underneath. Looked like he had both for now. He's got both. Hits a cross face. Now chops the arm. Trying to get wrist control again. Garcia has wrist control on Jade, pulling on a couple fingers there. Jade Queen now getting wrist control back underneath. We're going to get stalling on Jade.
Having trouble busting Garcia down.
Jade's got a good tilt. We saw that this weekend. Now he's got a 2-on-1 underneath. 20 seconds left here in the second period. Jade putting good pressure on Garcia. Garcia just keeps rolling his wrists out. Jade can't get a... Oh, Garcia trying to stand up. Jade pulls him back down. We'll go to the third period. Queen down in this match 5-4.
Queen's choice.
Queen tries to stand up right on the whistle. Spiral ride by Garcia. Jade trying to hit it, tries to hit a sit out. Just about ended up on his back, but now Garcia out in front of Jade. Garcia tries to come around behind. Queen grabs an arm. He's trying to get in on a single leg. He's got, oh, he had the single leg locked up for a minute. Now switches over to a double, but he's caught underneath. Garcia there lifts him up, dumps him over. Needs to get his head out of there. Queen's coming up. Comes around behind. That should be a reversal there. And there's the reversal for Jade Queen. So Jade goes up 6-5 in this match. Jade's got him busted now. Has an arm bar in. Trying to run the arm bar over the shoulder. Queen running that head. Garcia comes up to his base with it. Rolls his wrist out. Queen back out on that arm bar. Queen's out on it. Oh, and Garcia's just gonna stand up with that arm bar and get the escape. We're tied up at 6.
Kind of limp armed out of that.
20 seconds left in the match. Tied up at 6. We've had a lot of close matches. Jade caught underneath in a double leg. Picks him up, dumps him over. Queen's trying to pull his head out. Comes out. He's working up the body, and there's 2 points with 2 seconds left in the match, and Queen's going to win it. 8-6. Same score as Wyatt Holden lost his. That's huge for the Beat Diggers. They go up 33-21 in the duel.
Folks, if you weren't thinking about coming to a wrestling match, you should have come to this one tonight, because it's been a lot of fun. Young guys are starting to put it together. Buckcorf Continental, your GMC, Chevrolet, and Buick sales and service. They provide pre-owned super centers is ready to serve you in Sterling, Yuma, Julesburg, and Fort Morgan. Find them at corfautogroup.com. Okay, Jaron Peterson set to go against Darren Bletson, and Bletson was ranked number 7. And we're underway. Bletson circles, taps the mat a couple times. Jaron Peterson will give him a head tap, drops down to a single leg. There's a double leg and popping out of bounds. Bletson will hop around on one toe. So let's just restart. Jaron not ranked at 145 for the Beat Diggers. Bletson will come up ear to ear. Oh, nice little throw by, but Peterson catches a kind of a Saunders for a moment and hit a reverse headlock, or almost a Sahara, and they'll be out of bounds. Still no score. A couple of good scrambles there. Do some head taps. Darren circling Bletson. Into some wrist ties. Darren moves back to the edge over on the LaJunta side. Now Bletson out of bounds. Darren tried a little heel trip thing there right at the edge, but Bletson popped away from that. LaJunta wrestlers are long, tall, and thin. Peterson some head taps to Bletson. And a circle. Bletson feinting the shot. Now they go ear to ear. They're pushing away from that. Work to the far side. They go back ear to ear. Jaron Peterson reaches down, hooks up a knee. Bletson trying to sprawl away from it. There's Jaron caught underneath. Bletson trying to sprawl away right at the edge. And Bledson's got one leg out of bounds. He's hooked up an ankle, lifts it up. Jaron hanging on to that single. And now trying to hip into Bledson. Bledson over on a hip. And now he gets out with a crossface. The referee trying to call a takedown for Bledson, but Peterson trying to fight out of this. Oh, no, that's not a takedown. Well, that's going to bring Coach Loosenhop right to the table and say, no, you can't give him a takedown with a half a second with no control. He must be reading the rankings and not watching the match. I don't know. What's your opinion, sir?
Jaron still had that single leg locked up. Yeah, he reached around with that and grabbed his ankle, but I wouldn't give it to him. There was definitely no control.
Okay, it's going to be Bledson's choice. They're not going to take any points off of there.
Never do they?
Cheap takedown there for with a half a second there. That was not a good call. Hasn't been as ugly as last week.
No.
Still not a very good call. Bledson will work from the top.
That was one that's halfway justifiable.
Got a one count. There's Bledson's trying to work a tilt. So they work over towards the cheerleaders. Bledson trying to run that reinforced armbar. He'll be right at the edge and he'll be out of bounds. Jaron set, looking away from us. Blitz, quick stand up by Jaron. Come over the edge, and he'll be out of bounds.
Shoved out of bounds.
Kind of. Jaron will reset, 1:28 on the clock, down by 2. Quick stand up by Jaron, another one, and Bledson's just going to cut him loose.
I will say one thing, it looks like we're in better shape. The boys been doing some morning conditioning, and I think that's paying off.
I think so. They've been several of the Rocky Ford guys are huffing and puffing. There's Bledson. Oh, we got a takedown for that. And now Bledson trying to hit a switch. And that'll give the lead to Jaron Peterson. There's a little Granby roll. Bledson is going to pop around the back. And we're going to give a reversal to Bledson.
Score 4-3 in favor of Bledson.
Peterson's kind of caught underneath there. Bledson's got a leg kind of in there. Just getting trying to get a little better riding position. As Jaron's crouched under there, trying to keep from giving up his arms. Bledson ties up that left leg. Now Jaron gets his head high. Hide it for a moment. Bledson trying to turk him over. But I was trying to work a far arm. And Jaron lifting his head, trying to overpower that lift on his far arm. As Bledson loses the arm, and we run out of time in the period. 4-3 for Bledson. Jaron Peterson will work from the top here in the third period. Then he'll grab an ankle, suck that ankle back underneath. And so he's trying to use that old pick and step. He'll get a power half on the left side. Trying to keep Bledson broke down. He stretches those arms out. Sorry about that, folks. We run away for a second, but it's 6-3 for Bledson from LaJunta. Jaron Peterson trying to work off the bottom as he tripods up and trying to get those wrists clear. Bledson tries a salsa hara just as the referee blows a whistle for stalling. He doesn't have to blow the whistle there, does he? He can call the stall without blowing the whistle when you're in the middle of a move. Now Peterson trying to spin out from underneath. He's got a little arm drag. And he's going to pull that around to kind of a Chinese whizzer, drops down, and Bledson sets on him. And now he'll grab her wrist. I don't know that Bledson's in much control there, but we're going to get a stalemate out of that. Jaron had to give up that wrist. He should at least had a point, but now Jaron trying to tripod up again. Bledson going to go through the leg there. Jaron's trying to get in the switch position. Bledson will drive him forward. And we're inside of 5 seconds to go. And Bledson trying a 3/4 Nelson. Jaron pulls the arm down, reaches into him. And where's the point with half second to go? As Jaron got away, but we didn't get a point there either. But that makes it 8-3, I think was the last
6-3.
6-3?
Yep.
And the Beat Diggers go down, and we've only got one match to go, and this one could be a good one too. We've got another JV match coming up.
Well, Hunt's going to pick up a forfeit at 160 pounds, but we've got 152 pounds. Although Marcos Garcia ranked number 2 at 160 pounds, he's moving down to 152 against Daniel Mink.
33-24 on the team side.
So the duel's not over yet. They could still beat us. They're going to get 6 points for the forfeit at 160 points. So that basically puts it at a 3-point duel right now. Yeah, Baby tied up for a second, just about press got thrown by him. Baby comes out of that. Come back up in the neutral position. Just kind of staring at each other. Mink comes in, ties up forehead to forehead. Baby breaks away from that. Baby doing some head tapping out there. Mink's a pretty big 52-pounder.
He does look big out there, doesn't he?
Yeah. Elbow pass by Baby, and that doesn't work. Mink comes up forehead to forehead. Another elbow pass. Mink comes in on a underhook. Baby, little fireman, comes out on top. Baby's going to get the takedown, puts Mink to his back. Gets a 2 count. Baby with a wrist under there. Mink comes back up to his base. Roll through by Mink. And Baby follows him back around out of bounds.
Wasn't sure he was going to award that 2-point near fall, but that's what they got it stuck up there. Mink ranked number 10 in the state at 152. Baby number 2 at 160.
Baby with a scissor circle. Mink kicks that out. We go to the second period. Baby up 4-0 in this match. Baby's choice. He's going to defer. Mink chooses down. Another caution on the start for hands being behind the line. Baby sets on the left side, switches over to the right away with the spiral ride. Little roll through by Mink. Baby follows him around, busts him down, has a wrist, putting on a half on the one side. Jumps over to the left side with it. Baby trying to pull that arm out, maybe looking for a hammer lock. Still trying to drive that other arm over. Baby with a lot of head and shoulder pressure. Baby now with 2 wrists, sit out by Mink. Baby follows him. Mink's got wrist control with one hand on Baby. Baby's got the other. Stand up by Mink. Baby pulls him back down.
Mink grabbing those fingers.
Yeah. Stand up attempt by Mink right on the edge of the mat. Drops down to a double leg, pulls Mink back down, settles back on top with a spiral ride. Pulls Mink over to his hip, tries it again. Maybe trying to pull an arm out. Now Baby with both wrists underneath. Mink trying to stand up with it. Baby drops down to a single. Cross face attempt by Mink. Mink's out in front of Baby, and Baby's got that single leg pretty tight. Mink trying to pull up on Baby's elbow. Has that elbow and a ankle, and they're going to call a stalemate. 12 seconds left in the second period. Baby's still up 4-0. Mink sets Baby on from the right side, switches to the left. Spiral right again. Pulls an arm out. Baby gets out to the side, picks up an ankle, pulls Mink back down. Go to the third period. 4-0 the score in favor of Arnaldo Maltos Garcia. Baby's choice here in the third period. He chooses down.
A little confusion on where the lines are.
Mink up from the left side. Quick stand up by Baby. Baby gets pulled back down. Quick switch as he gets pulled back down. Comes around behind, and he's going to get the reversal. Mink stands up, puts a whizzer on Baby.
Baby, look at the coaches for, what do I do here now, Coach?
And I don't know what you call that, Rob. We're going to call get potentially dangerous. That's what we call it.
Sounds like a good call. They're both working their feet way out away from each other.
Yeah, both prying on each other's ankles, putting some stress on them knees. So Mink in the bottom position. Baby up by 6 now. Minute 30 left in the third period. Spiral ride right off the whistle by Baby, trying to pull Mink down. Mink's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Half from the standing position by Baby. Baby with an inside leg. Reverse grapevine, I guess that is, isn't it?
Yeah, backwards I call it.
We're going to get a stall on Baby.
Mink does a good job of just grabbing his wrists and hanging on to him, tying up at him.
Baby starts from the left side, switches over to the right with the spiral ride. Quick stand up by Mink. Mink peels away, going to get the escape.
First point of the match.
Double leg tackle by Mink. Picks up a takedown. Now the score is 6-3 in favor of Baby. Baby works his way up to his base. 40 seconds left in the third period. Baby stands up. Mink on the side. A little roll through by Baby, and Mink follows him around out of bounds. 35 seconds left in the third period. 6-3 the score in favor of Arnaldo Maltos Garcia. Baby sets on the bottom. And we're going to get a free escape. So 7-3. Wrestlers in the neutral position. Baby in on a single leg. Deep on it. In between. Mink over the top trying to grab an arm. Baby bellies down trying to put a power half on. Still no control. 10 seconds left in the match. And Mink can't get anything. We're going to get a stalemate out of it. Some weird positions.
Yeah. Kind of caught in a pickle there.
And Mink's not even going to shoot. He's going to settle for the loss. So Baby's going to win the match 7-3. That puts the Beat Diggers up 36-24. 6 points for LaJunta at 160. The Beat Diggers are going to win this duel 36-30.
Okay, I'm really proud of these young guys tonight. They really stepping up and wrestling well. Of course, almost all of them are young.
They are.
It's a young team, so we got one match to go here.
I think Baby and Toby were the only seniors out there. Is that right?
Yeah. I think there's 4 total on the team. 2 of them one of them's never wrestled before. Woodward, at 170, he's been having shoulder trouble. Is there
one JV match left? It's going to be Thomas Metlin at 138 pounds against Tyler Springer.
Ricky Mendez picked up a pin over Springer at 153 at 138 pounds. This is at 145, or excuse me, 138 also. Metlin, another freshman for the Beat Diggers. One of the, I think, 7 that weighed in last week at 138. Metlin in ear to ear. I thought he was going to go for a bear hug, but gets out of that. Like Metlin's giving up a little size here.
Yeah.
Springer is listed at 138. There's Metlin. Oh, nice little fireman's. Can't quite complete it. He drops down to a single leg. As Springer reaches out, hooks a crossface, but Metlin stays with that single leg. So Metlin trying to work that single leg. Catches a crossface from Springer. Springer up, draped over the top, and he's got that ankle, and he'll pick up the takedown. He throws a grapevine in as Metlin tripoded up. But Metlin trying to tripod up. Springer with a tight waist lifts the arm forward. And Metlin, good base, but not moving there on the bottom. Not trying to fight off a power half from Springer now. Stand up and get away for the escape. 2-1 for the LaJunta wrestler here on the JV side. Metlin goes ear to ear with Springer. Work here to the near side by the Beat Digger bench. And they'll break away from that. About 4 seconds left here in the first period. Metlin down by 1. Coin goes in the air. Go LaJunta's way. That little good choice after Springer defers and go into down position. Yes, he gets caution on the start too. This official's kind of picky on how he's wanting him to start there. Quick stand-up attempt by Metlin. And Springer will throw that standing grapevine on him, now bust him forward. Metlin stands up, peels away, and he'll tie it up with the escape. We go in the second period, tied up 2-2 on their feet. And Springer says, I got a little blood going there, so we'll have to stop it for some blood time. Just tuned in to Beat Diggers win the duel 36-30. We'll wrap it up here in a few moments. Buildings by Design. Buildings by Design has the experience to complete your project from start to finish. Get the quality you deserve in your building by starting your own building project right. Start with Buildings by Design. And Stubbs Gas and Oil. Make Stubbs Gas and Oil your next stop when you're headed out of town. During your visit, you can gas up your vehicle, sit down to lunch, get snacks, And pick up a hunting or fishing license while you're there. Find everything you need at low prices at Stubbs Gas and Oil in Wiggins. The Morgan Federal Bank, a bank that is committed to their community and keeping banking simple. They're on the cutting edge of banking. Stop by at 321 Ensign and see what options they have available. That's Morgan Federal Bank. There is a difference. Okay, we're back underway. And Metlin tries fighting off a little throw attempt there by Springer on Metlin. Springer trying to run away. Now it dropped down to a single. Metlin gets a crossface in there, fights that off, and they'll be back on their feet. As they come and tie up loosely. Now Metlin works in and drops down to a single leg right at the edge. Springer now a double leg, picks up Springer, sets him down on a hip, and Metlin will take the lead with the takedown. It's a 4-2, 52 seconds and counting here, second period. Springer stands up and peels away. It's at 4-3, 45 seconds and counting here in the second period. Say circle. Here on the near edge, Springer feints a shot, and Metlin will give him a head tap. And a little slap to the side of the face. Really tie up ear to ear right under the mat light. And Springer trying to pop Metlin around, dragging him backwards though towards the beat digger bench. Now they work down. Metlin tries to throw him by, and they'll break apart. There's a shot, nice double leg there by Springer right at the edge. Good sprawl and underhook by Metlin. They go out of bounds. It's Thomas Metlin. For my neighbors over, our neighbors over in the Snyder area. Got to have some representatives north of the river.
Yeah, we got 3 right there close.
Had a contact pop out there. So I'll worse this one off this time. Instead of sticking it in their mouth, you use a little water bottle. Trying to get that ready. Got a plug in the nose and got the contact ready. You're going to clean up a little blood. How about B&B Appliance? When you're shopping for new appliances, stop at the best appliance store in Fort Morgan. B&B Appliance. They carry full and complete line of Whirlpool appliances. You stop by B&B Appliances in downtown Fort Morgan. Oh, nice shot there by Metlin at the buzzer, but couldn't complete that nice double leg tackle. So it's Springer's choice. He's down by 1 and will take the down position. And he's going to get a caution on the start. Metlin will move in on the left side, grab an arm. Springer stands up, peels the wrists, and he'll tie it up with the escape. They go back ear to ear. And Metlin pushes out of that. We'll go back forehead to forehead. And Metlin with a little underhook. Ear to ear tie up. We'll circle over here to the near side now. A little Saunders throw by attempt. Metlin forgot to tackle him. Had him moving and got behind him, but didn't hang on. So they break apart. Now they go ear to ear again. Tied up 4-4. Last match of the night here. Do a little wrist tie. And Metlin in on a double leg tackle. Lifts him up, dumps him down, but can't hold him there. Now he's out to the side. Still no takedown, and Springer's going to break away. And we'll have to stop it for blood time. Still tied up 4-4.
Thomas is getting in on some good double legs, just can't quite finish him.
Yeah, he's giving up a little size, but looks like maybe a year or two in age, too. Northeastern, live in your world, learn in ours. For more information about Northeastern or classes available to you, go to www.njc.edu. Okay, we're set to go again. 52 seconds and counting in the match as they circle. Tied up 4-4. Double underhook by Metlin. There's a snap down. Springer's meddling around behind, trying to drag Springer back. Springer runs away, grabs the wrist and peels, and they'll break apart. There's a double leg shot by Springer. Good sprawling underhook by Metlin. Breaks out of that. And they come back, go over to the edge. Metlin kind of a headlock, gets caught in a headlock, rolls through it, can't quite get out of it, and Springer comes up on top, going for the pin with 15 seconds and counting. Metlin in deep trouble, and there's the pin going LaJunta's way. As Metlin didn't throw his headlock quite tight enough, and then Springer locked up a headlock. Metlin rolled through it, but couldn't roll completely through, and Springer brought him back down for the pin. Okay. Ooh. Let's take a short timeout. Well, let's double check. We got any more matches? Oh, they're just going to have a handshake. So let's take 2 minutes. We'll be back with more on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Rush Fort Morgan, I think we're top of 1 hour somewhere. Okay, we kicked it off this evening with giving up a forfeit to LaJunta as Joseph Martinez picked up a forfeit win. And then at 182, Toby McDonald lost to number 2 ranked Will Tyler in 46 seconds. Then the Beat Diggers pick up 2 forfeits in a row at 195. Daniel Arbaca gets a forfeit win. And Riggs Tan at 220 gets a forfeit win. And Andrew Guzman came up with a pin over Leno Castillon. And that came at 155 of the heavyweight match. So then we went to 106 pounds. Number 7 ranked Caleb Cox went head toe-to-toe with Adam Nolte, ranked number 3. And it ended up in a sudden victory with the 2-point takedown, 6-4 for the LaJunta wrestler, Adam Nolte. Then Colin Cole went at 113 against Brandon Camacho. Then that one went to sudden victory. And Camacho picked up the win there. And then at 120, Oswaldo Nunez picked up a forfeit win for the Beat Diggers. Then at 126, Wyatt Holdren, freshman for the Beat Diggers, lost a tough one in the last seconds to Tommy Torres of LaJunta, 8-6. And at 132, Wyatt Fowl had to come from behind to get a 302 pin in the second period over Lance Shoulderblade. And at 138, it was Jade Queen in picking up an 8-6 win over Juan Garcia. And at 145, Jaron Peterson going against Darren Bletson. Bletson ranked number 7 in the state, and that was a 6-3 win for Bletson. And at 152, Baby Arnoldo Maltos Garcia with a 7-3 win over Dylan Mincy from LaJunta for our last varsity match of the night. He won that one 7-3. Team score ends up Beat Diggers 36, LaJunta 30. On the JV side, don't forget those guys. Ricky Mendez with a big pin over Tyler Springer in the first 138-pound match. And then Isaac Morales with a pin at 4 minutes over Dakota Craney. Then we come back with Thomas Metlin losing by a fall to Tyler Springer of LaJunta. Well, Coach,
not a bad night.
Not a bad
couple
night.
Things could have gone different.
Kids impressed me. I just seen huge improvements.
Yes, definitely. I'd agree with that. I don't like going losing 2 overtime matches on matches where we're clearly in better shape. So that kind of is disheartening. But other than that, we wrestled our butts off tonight. Andrew Guzman came out, got a pin. I think it's his 2nd win of the year. That's a big win. And this team's got 6 or 7 ranked wrestlers. So we came out, wrestled them tough. We had their number 3 ranked kid at 106 on the ropes. I thought we should have beat him. I think we'll get him next time, so I'm not too worried about it. I was glad to see him. And then at 113's the number 7 ranked kid in the state, and our kid's not even ranked, Colin Cole. He took it to that kid, and you know, if stall calls were called the same as the state tournament, that kid probably wouldn't have finished the match because he'd have been stalled out. I swear it was like 30 shots to 1 maybe. So, and the one shot he got was the one in overtime. So. That was an incredible match, but Colin wrestled his butt off, pushed the pace like I asked, and just came out on the short end of the stick there.
Yeah, he wrestled real well.
He did. He wrestled tough, and then even Wyatt Holdren came out, and the kid's not ranked, but it was an exciting match. It'll keep you at the edge of your seat. 8-6, just a freshman mistake, not realizing, okay, it's tied 6-6. If I sit here and hang on to an ankle or just ride him out, I can get him into overtime and beat him there. Well, instead we jumped out front, tried hitting some crazy move to get back points when all we needed to do is get to overtime and win it on our feet. So that's a thing he hopefully will never do again because it happened. Hopefully he learns from it, and you know, he wrestled his butt off.
I was just really impressed with Wyatt. I think he has kind of had freshman lights in his eyes, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And tonight it was like he wanted that
a different. Yeah, he definitely, he was on his back in the first 30 seconds, didn't quit, came back from a 5 or a 4-0 deficit. And battled his way back to tie the match with like 30 seconds left, and then he gave up a reversal, I believe, to lose it. So, other than that, Jade Queen, man, I'm gonna go ahead and say he got the wrestler of the night, battling that battle out, 8-6, just back and forth match, and he's one of those kids he's a goer in the room. He's in great shape, and he's going to win a lot of matches if he's in them in the third period. So another freshman that's going to be tough there. And then Jaron Peterson, that was a heartbreaker as well. The 106, 113, and 145 were the matches I was really looking forward to tonight. Obviously 152 as well, but I knew Baby would come out and take care of business. But Jaron's he's so close to turning the corner. It's going to take one big match, and he'll turn the corner hopefully, and good things will happen because he's got all the talent. He's been wrestling his whole life. It's just it's pretty much comes down to what's between the ears, the mental toughness side of things. And once he wins a big match, I think good things will happen, and he's got a chance tomorrow night to wrestle number 2 in the state. So. That'll be a good one.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll kick that off at 6:30 tomorrow. Going to go down to Sterling again.
Yeah, 2 years, right? 2 more years of it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Did they come here 2 years?
Yeah.
Oh, really? It seemed like a short 2 years.
I know, right?
But, yeah, we'll kick it off there. Sterling's got a lot of ranked wrestlers. They're not in the top 10 as a team, but...
Yeah, they're tough. They
got a 13th ranked at
106,
12th at 113, first at 126.
And
then we jump to Creer at 145, is ranked number 2 behind Zach Damien. I think.
Yeah.
Damien, the returning state champion.
Yeah. Well, no, Conrad beat him in the
right.
semis last year. So.
Okay.
And then you got Holtzhauser, and that's it at 82s. But
they're a little lower on numbers. What happened to their heavyweight?
Their big boys, don't know. They've been forfeiting that. So anyway,
they don't show up, huh? Maybe
right.
You got out of trouble.
We'll take some extra points.
Okay.
So yeah, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Good night, a victory. So yeah. Good wrestling.
Well, thanks,
we're
Coach.
We're turning the corner.
I know you guys have been working hard. You put in a lot of extra work over Christmas and this weekend. You can tell it.
Oh yeah, we've been doing morning practice every morning, 2 days every day. So it's paying off in the conditioning department. Definitely, we're definitely in better shape than every team we've wrestled, which is it's a positive when you don't have all the talent right now because they're so young. you need to make it up in shape. And right now, that's what our team's doing. They're working really hard two times a day. Every day we don't wrestle, they're wrestling twice a day. So it's getting after it.
Yeah, they're gonna be peaking here when you want them to. So
Well, yeah,
keep them healthy. Huh?
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Coach. Coach Troy Lusenhop stopping by, and we'll be down at Sterling at 6:30 tomorrow night. Let's take a moment, and then we'll come back with more on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Okay, welcome back. Got an FSU. Let's see, what do we got? We got that backwards, or what's going on here? I think that's the problem. Got it on the wrong here. Travis Lefevre. He's kind of got his mask imitation going on here. Took me 3 weeks to figure out who he was.
How you been?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
A state champ at Wiggins, and then you went on to Fort Hays State, and you wrestled along with Troy Lusenhop.
Yeah, he was a freshman when I was a senior. So.
Was he?
Yep. So he's part of when he did his recruit trip, I was part of his host family, so I knew him for a while now.
Known him for a while, huh?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. Now you're hanging out in the room a little bit?
Yeah, we've been in a couple times. I need to get in some more, but football kind of took up a little bit more time than I thought, so we've been in there 2 or 3 times and started working with the heavyweights. I hope to get in a little bit more, as the year goes on. So.
Well, yeah. You got an education out of wrestling?
Yeah. Wrestling paid for my way 4 years, and got my major, and away we went. So.
And you got a lifetime of friends out of the thing.
Absolutely. I tell you what, it's a great sport, and moving back to the community and stuff, it's nice to be part of a community that enjoys the sport again. So. It
is. I'm excited for the whole county. I think there's a lot going on. Pee Wee programs are just they're really busting. And
I agree. I was up in Wiggins yesterday and was talking with Coach Croson up there, and they've had some down years the last couple of years, but they got some kids that are tough, and a bunch of kids in that Pee Wee program up there. So I think they're turning the corner again. So
it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Beat Diggers are awful young. We had a senior-laden team, and get a few guys that didn't come out because they didn't have a spot, they didn't think, and they really missed that conditioning time and the time to prepare.
Yeah, when you graduate a class, it's that big. We had the same issue coaching football this year. You just graduated those kids, and the kids that are filling in a lot of times just don't have the experience that those older kids have, and it just takes them some time. I tell you what, they looked a heck of a lot better today than they looked the last time I watched them. So they wrestled with a lot more intensity today. I was pleased with the way they wrestled. So
yeah, a little history on you. You started in your Pee-wees here in the Digger Dome.
I did. I wrestled here. Moved away, I think, in 5th grade, and then Coach Pinfold stole me away. So
I know that was terrible. We were really upset. You and your little brother.
Yeah. But I made it back. So
that's good.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about your family.
Family's doing well. My dad and mom are retired in Colorado Springs, and my mom, beat breast cancer the last couple of years, so doing really well actually. They have a winter house in Florida, and that's where they are right now.
Oh, really?
So
wow.
Yeah.
Who's these guys?
These are my kiddos. This is Caden, and this is Avery.
Hi. Does Avery wrestle?
No, Avery's a little basketball player. Caden wrestled for Pine Creek for about 8 years, and broke his thumb this year. After we lost our quarterfinal game in football, broke his thumb and wasn't able to wrestle this year, but hopefully get him out again next year. So.
What grade are you in, Caden?
Caden's in 6th grade.
6th grade?
Yep.
So. Cool. That cast looks a little tough.
Yeah.
Give him a lot of sympathy there.
Yeah, exactly. He's following in his uncle's footsteps.
Oh, which one?
Brando.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Brandon. Yeah. So.
Oh man. Yeah, it's hard to believe that you guys were rolling around here, little bitty guys, and now you got bigger kids than you were.
It's crazy how life goes, and yeah, it's fun to be back here. Kind of where it all started for our clan, anyways, and have Caden be part of Beat Digger Wrestling, Beat Digger Athletics. Something I was always envious of. I really did want to finish out here, and I'm super excited to have the kids back here to have that opportunity.
Well, you got a pretty good ride out there at
oh, absolutely. I couldn't ask for more. John, Coach Pinfold is like a father to me, and still to this day, just great friends. See him all the time, and nothing changes there. He's just talking about amazing coaches and that era of wrestling. Brush and Fort Morgan Wiggins were all pretty dang tough back then, and it was fun to be a part of all that.
There's been so many great coaches, and he's at tops with me. I loved working with him.
I wrestled for Coach Smith. Coach Smith from Ray, coached at Fort Hays, and I've been blessed to wrestle with some great coaches, and that's top of the list. I would wrestle for Coach any level. So.
Well, I don't know. Coach Smith, we hated him. Then I got to know him. He's a really nice guy.
Isn't he just wonderful? I tell you what a good guy and what an ambassador of the sport. I tell you what, him and Cody Bickley did a heck of a job when we were at Fort Hays, and both Colorado guys, both Eastern Colorado guys, right. One from Otis, one from Ray, and kind of had that small town mentality, and it was just fun coming from my small town and going to another small town type atmosphere. It was a very easy transition for me. So
yes, well, you wrestled. Cleater's cousin Andrew Euban was on your team.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He was the
three-time All-American.
He was tougher than nails. He was 2 years younger than me, and him and I wrestled 197s. He wrestled heavyweight, so we wrestled a lot together in the wrestling room there at Hays.
Wrestling world's a small world.
It is. I didn't know you were related to him for the longest time, so that was pretty neat to find that out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, I married into wrestling, and we didn't have wrestling in Snyder.
Well, yeah,
but I married a wrestler. She doesn't like it when I say that. but her grandpa wrestled all her cousins, her brothers. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, you did a heck of a job, back in the old days, with the program, the little guys, and that's kind of where Brush had a tradition of wrestling, but after that, the kids that came up and through there are just tougher than heck. So
yeah, that's neat. So what are you doing for a living?
I own Buildings by Design, and Pat Walter and I, and we built that company for the last 10 years, and I just moved back into town this last May to kind of help out in the office. I'd run the Colorado Springs office, Pat run this office, and we want to consolidate, and we just been doing that for 10 years, and built a nice little business. So. Well,
that's great. I kind of wanted to get you in on that.
Well, I appreciate that.
You're one of our sponsors, and we really appreciate that,
absolutely.
We do all our great sponsors.
Oh, I appreciate that. You guys run. It's a heck of a radio station. We appreciate being a part of it.
It's Alec and Christy are great owners. We're lucky to have them. There's so many schools go. You've got broadcasts. It's awesome, and all our fine sponsors.
You don't find it. You just don't anymore. It's neat to listen when I can't make the match and stuff. I always turn it on and listen. So I appreciate you guys doing it.
Well, that's great. And then John Beltran is our sport director. It's just fun environment.
I tell you what, during football, Reed Call loves John Beltran, and John has some great insights. And you can't listen to him during the game, but I always listen to the replay. And him and Dave have some great insights, and I've learned a lot from just listening to them. And honestly, the county and the area is blessed in having him. He could be something special in any broadcast, and to do it in Morgan County, they're very lucky to listen to him.
Yeah, I think he's more for family. It's neat.
Yeah, he's good.
Speaking of great coaches, Dave was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And he came out under Coach Lampy.
Yep.
And wanted to pattern himself after. But we had Otis kids and Ray kids, Revere kids, not Ray kids, but Sterling kids here in our freestyle programs and stuff. And now that it's still carrying on, even though I'm, Coach Penfold, when my boys were wrestling, he would coach them after they wrestled his kids.
Absolutely.
And help coach them up.
Yeah.
And it's just
that was a neat thing. Again, being part of a small community in Morgan County, it's just after I'd get done wrestling in brush when I was wrestling for Wiggins, Coach Yerg would pull me aside and say, hey, you look good, why don't you try this and that, and Coach Penfold would reciprocate on the brush kids, and it was just a neat dynamic to have. And it Morgan County's been blessed with just a plethora of great coaches in every sport,
Right, and the surrounding too, where Sterling,
exactly,
Akron, and of course Cody come out of Otis.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Down there.
Aaron, he's a crazy man.
just great people in the sport.
Absolutely,
you don't stick with a sport like this without not being good people.
I tell you, in our business, we've gained a lot of business just through wrestling connections. I built an athletic club in Pueblo for the Beaudries before they passed away in that plane crash. Just being connected to wrestling and stuff, it's been, we've been blessed, and the wrestlers are good people to work with and do business with as well.
Well, that's neat. It's neat of you to stop by. We had a few moments.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always good talking with you.
Yeah, it's great. Thanks for coming in, and we'll stay in touch.
Sounds good. We'll be around.
We can always talk wrestling.
Absolutely, it's easy.
Football's okay.
Yeah, well, it's.
Baseball's not bad.
Yeah, well, I wasn't very good at so.
I played basketball. I was terrible. I wasn't even good. But it's great sport, great people, and you're one of them. Thanks for the sponsorship.
Likewise, thank you, Rob. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Travis Lefevre from Buildings by Design, and he also helps with the Pee-wees, helps in the room, and does a lot of things behind the scenes, as a lot of people do here in this town. So it's going to be neat. We'll have a Pee-wee tournament coming up in March, so check that out. If you go to brushwrestling.com, I think there's some stuff on there too. Or, excuse me, Brush Wrestling Facebook. So there's lots of different ways to find out. So anyway, that about wraps it up here. I'll run down through the scoring again. If you just tuned in, we started at 170. LaJunta's Joseph Martina with the forfeit win. And at 182, Toby McDonald lost by number 2 ranked Will Tyler by a fall at 46 seconds. Daniel Arbaca at 195 won by forfeit for the Beat Diggers, as did Riggs Tan at 220. Got the forfeit win. And Andrew Guzman, a big pin at 155 over Lino Castidejan from LaJunta. And we jumped up to the little guys. Caleb Cox, ranked number 7 in the state, with sudden victory and lost to Adam Nolte from LaJunta. As did Colin Cole, as he went against number 7 ranked Brandon Camacho, and he lost in sudden victory by a takedown. Oswaldo Nunez picked up a forfeit win for the Beat Diggers. Then Wyatt Holdren in a great match, lost though 8-6 to Tommy Torres from LaJunta. Then at 132, Wyatt Fowl come from behind with a 302 pin over Lance Shoulderblade from LaJunta. 138, it was Jade Queen winning 8-6 over Juan Garcia. And at 145, Jaron Peterson lost a tough one, 6-3 to Darren Bletson from LaJunta. And at 152, Arnaldo Baby Maltos Garcia won 7-3 over Dan and Mincy from LaJunta. And then it was Dax Bender LaJunta at 160 picking up a forfeit win. And the Beat Diggers win the duel 36-30. So for all our sponsors, we'll be back tomorrow night at 6:30 here on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. I want to thank everybody back at the station and thank all your listeners and our sponsors. And we'll see you tomorrow night on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com, 6:30.